So what are people in India drinking? What are the biggest imports when it comes to alcohol in India? Scottish liquor brand Johnnie Walker tops this list as the most imported global liquor brand, with imports worth $12 million in the year 2017. Chivas Regal from Scotland again comes second with $5.6 million in imports to India. French brand Ricard comes third on the import list with $4 million in imports. Another Scottish brand, Glenlivet, occupies the fourth position on this list with $2.5 million of imports to India. Now, meanwhile, Saudi Arabia's latest actions could well ruffle the feathers in the global community. Satellite images suggest that Riyadh has constructed its first known ballistic missile factory. The claims have been made by weapons experts and image analysts. If operational, the suspected factory in Al-Bata, southwest of Riyadh, would allow Saudi Arabia to manufacture its own ballistic missiles. While the kingdom does not possess nuclear weapons as of now, a missile-making facility would be a critical component of any eventual Saudi nuclear weapons program. A functional ballistic missile production facility would allow Saudi Arabia to begin matching some of the domestic missile-making capabilities that Iran has developed over the years. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman too had claimed in an interview that Saudi Arabia would develop a nuclear bomb if Iran does. The kingdom does take a more aggressive approach to military power under its new crown prince. Saudi Arabia has been pursuing a nuclear power plant deal with the US that would potentially include allowing it to produce nuclear fuel. The kingdom's insistence on domestic fuel production has raised worries among US officials that the kingdom wants the atomic power project not only for civil use but also for covert weapon-making purposes. And we have Onur Erim, political analyst, joining us live from Istanbul in Turkey. Onur, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us here on your story on Wion World is One. Can Saudi Arabia be trusted at this stage? Because this is the kind of development that happened with North Korea just a short while ago.
Well, we could definitely discuss whether Saudi Arabia can be trusted with such weaponry, but we definitely can't discuss the Crown Prince to be trusted with such weaponry. And I think that's why, since this news broke, although it's in a very preliminary stage, that everybody is kind of having this hands-off attitude, like nobody has anything to do with this, if the story turns out to be true. Because nobody wants to associate themselves, no country would want to associate themselves with the Crown Prince having such power. On the other hand, we all know that Saudi Arabia is incapable of manufacturing, developing such weaponry without a major power that has this technology already, whether it be the US, whether it be Russia, China, Pakistan, or other nations around the globe.
Right. Now, the question also is, what will the US do? Because if there's anybody that's supporting any of this, it is the US, because that deal is in the works as we speak.
Well, I mean, the fact of the matter is, all the arrows would and should be pointing to US in search of who is helping Saudi Arabia do such development. So it would be very interesting to see if the US doesn't do any countermeasures against this of their development. Then we'll definitely know that US has something to do with what supposedly is going on in KSA in developing ballistic missiles.
Right. Onur Erim, political analyst, joining us live from Turkey for that big story that we're tracking. Thank you, Onur. Time now to cut across live to India's President Ramnath Kovind, who is addressing the media. Let's listen in.
जिन्होंने अभाव के दौर को देखा है, यह सफलता हम सब ने कड़ी मेहनत से हासिल की है। अनेक क्षेत्रों में हमने अभाव को प्रचुरता में बदला है। उदाहरण के लिए आज देश में खाद्यान्न का प्रचुर मात्रा में उत्पादन हो रहा है। रसोई गैस आसानी से मिल रही है। फोन कनेक्शन लेना हो या पासपोर्ट बनवाना हो, बैंक में खाता खुलवाना हो या दस्तावेजों को प्रमाणित करना हो, इन सभी क्षेत्रों में सुधार और बदलाव दिखाई दे रहे हैं। महिला सशक्तिकरण के क्षेत्र में हो रहे सामाजिक बदलाव अत्यधिक महत्वपूर्ण हैं। हमारी बेटियां शिक्षा, कला, चिकित्सा और खेलकूद जैसे क्षेत्रों के अलावा हमारी तीनों सेनाओं और रक्षा विज्ञान जैसे क्षेत्रों में भी अपनी विशेष पहचान बना रही हैं। उच्च शिक्षण संस्थानों में पदक पाने वाले विद्यार्थियों में प्रायः बेटियों की संख्या बेटों से अधिक होती है। ऐसे बदलावों के बहुआयामी लाभ मिल रहे हैं। सबको साथ लेकर चलने की समावेशी भावना भारत के विकास का मूल मंत्र है। इस विकास के दायरे में हम सभी देशवासी शामिल हैं। जन सुविधाएं सबकी पहुंच में हों तथा विकास के अवसर सभी को समान रूप से मिले, इस सोच के साथ हम आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। देश के संसाधनों पर हम सभी का बराबर का हक है, चाहे हम किसी भी समूह के हों, किसी भी समुदाय के हों या किसी भी क्षेत्र के हों। भारत की बहुलता हमारी सबसे बड़ी ताकत है। हमारी डाइवर्सिटी, डेमोक्रेसी और डेवलपमेंट पूरी दुनिया के सामने एक मिसाल है। गांधी जी ने अपनी पुस्तक मेरे सपनों का भारत में लिखा है कि मैं ऐसे भारत के निर्माण के लिए कोशिश करूंगा जिसमें गरीब से गरीब लोग भी यह महसूस करेंगे कि यह देश उनका है। इसके निर्माण में उनकी आवाज का महत्व होगा, जहां ऊंच नीच का भेद नहीं होगा तथा स्त्रियों को भी वही अधिकार मिलेंगे जो पुरुषों को प्राप्त होंगे। इस संदर्भ में इसी माह संविधान संशोधन के द्वारा गरीब परिवारों के प्रतिभाशाली बच्चों को शिक्षा एवं रोजगार के विशेष अवसर उपलब्ध कराए गए हैं। सामाजिक न्याय और आर्थिक नैतिकता के मानदंडों पर जोर देकर समावेशी विकास के कार्य को और भी व्यापक आधार दिया गया है। टेक्नोलॉजी और नई सोच के बल पर समाज के हर वर्ग के लोग विकास की यात्रा में शामिल हो रहे हैं। प्यारे देशवासियों, हमारे महान गणतंत्र ने एक लंबी यात्रा तय की है, लेकिन अभी हमें बहुत आगे जाना है। खासकर हमारे जो भाई बहन विकास की दौड़ में पीछे रह गए हैं, उन सबको साथ लेकर हमें आगे बढ़ना है। 21वीं सदी के लिए हमें अपने लक्ष्यों और उपलब्धियों के नए मानदंड निर्धारित करने हैं। अब हमें क्वालिटी यानी गुणवत्ता पर और अधिक ध्यान देना होगा। सभी वर्गों और सभी समुदायों को समुचित स्थान देने वाले राष्ट्र के रूप में आगे बढ़ते हुए हमें एक ऐसे समाज का निर्माण करना है जिसमें हर बेटी बेटे की विशेषता, क्षमता और प्रतिभा की पहचान हो और उसके विकास के लिए हर तरह की सुविधाएं और प्रोत्साहन उपलब्ध हों। पारस्परिक सहयोग और साझेदारी के आधार पर ही समाज का निर्माण होता है। चाहे परिवार की खुशी हो, व्यवसाय में प्रगति हो, समाज और राष्ट्र का निर्माण हो या फिर एक बेहतर विश्व व्यवस्था की स्थापना हो, यह सभी उद्देश्य प्रत्येक व्यक्ति, समाज, सरकार और राष्ट्रों के आपसी सहयोग से ही।
That's India's President Ramnath Kovind addressing the nation on the eve of India's 70th Republic Day celebrations. Meanwhile, we have some breaking news that's coming in. There has been a third grenade attack in the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir. A terrorist lobbed a grenade towards the Tahab camp in South Kashmir's Pulwama district, which exploded outside the gate. Indian security forces fired back at the terrorist. After the attack, there has been no loss of life or injury due to the attack. That's the information that we have. The area, meanwhile, has been cordoned off. We have Ishan Wani, our correspondent, now joining us on the phone line with the latest. Ishan.
Well, yes, this was a third attack in the South Kashmir. Earlier, we saw two attacks in the South district in which one police constable has sustained minor injuries. He has been shifted to the hospital, but militants again trying to show their presence before the 26th January Republic Day. And there were already huge security deployment across the Kashmir Valley to actually avert any such attacks by the militants, because they had already given a threat that they will try to carry out attack on the Republic Day. So the security has been breached up across the Kashmir Valley. There are checkpoints being made, but in these three grenade attacks, they are trying to show their presence. Probably a group of Jaish-e-Mohammed militants who are trying to hurl these attacks. But the security forces have told us that they are ready to face any challenge thrown by the militants in Kashmir Valley.
Ishan Wani joining us with the latest on the third grenade attack in the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir in 12 hours. Keep in mind, we are on the eve of India's 70th Republic Day celebrations. But in a major boost to India's security forces, a district called the Baramulla district in Kashmir Valley has been declared terrorist-free. This has been achieved after 29 years of Pakistan-sponsored violence in the state. Take a look at this detailed report. The Indian government's war against terror in the state of Jammu and Kashmir is a huge success. Baramulla has become the first district to be declared terrorist-free in the state. On Wednesday, the killing of 3 surviving terrorists led to this achievement. Speaking to Wion World is One, police officials have said that there are no local terrorists surviving in the district. Around 50 terrorists were neutralized in the last 2 years. Another significant aspect is that many overground workers or OGWs who could have become terrorists have been neutralized by detention and counseling during the same period. Experts believe that while this situation marks a major success, it could also be short-lived. The army has claimed to have eliminated 230 terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir last year, with the Kashmir Valley, where Baramulla lies, seeing the highest number of casualties. In a worrying sign, 240 terrorists are still active in the Kashmir Valley.
For the first time in 29 years, Baramulla district has become the first district which is militancy free. This was claimed by the Jammu Kashmir police after an encounter with local 3 Lashkar militants who were killed during an operation in Binner village of Baramulla district. Now police says there are no more local militants who are there in the militancy ranks, and this was achieved by making sure that there are no local youth who pick up weapons, and they have thanked the local population for their relentless support in making sure that Baramulla becomes militancy-free district for the first time in the valley. With Gamberson Feroz Ishanwani for Wion World is One.
In the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir, security forces are maintaining a tight vigil to thwart any attempts of infiltration. Pakistani troops violate ceasefire to provide a safe passage to terrorists regularly, and Indian forces have to work around the clock to keep them in check. Even on the Republic Day, security forces will be battling the harsh winter and patrolling the line of control. Wion's Ishan Wani travelled to the line of control to get you this report.
God! National salute! Salamat!
This is the line of control between India and Pakistan. India's border security force is battling harsh winters and temperatures that have dipped to -20 degrees Celsius. They are guarding the nation's borders, come hail, come snow. Keeping a tight vigil in over 8 feet of snow cover, these men patrol the area day in and day out. Pakistan-backed terrorists have tried to use heavy snowfall as cover to infiltrate into Indian territory, and all such attempts have been thwarted by the Indian forces.
दिन के अंदर जो हम पेट्रोलिंग वगैरह करते हैं, रात के समय में एसीपी वगैरह रात को जगह जगह हम लोगों ने पॉइंट बनाया हुआ है, तो उनके अंदर 6-7 आदमी हम जाकर टाइम बाय टाइम ड्यूटी करते रहते हैं ताकि दुश्मन हमारे सीमा में ना घुस सके। अगर ऐसा होता है तो हमारे को फुल ऑर्डर होता है फायर करने का, तो फायर करेंगे। अगर कोई आएगा तो क्रॉस करने के लिए तो उसको हम मारेंगे।
For these men, India's Republic Day is like any other day. Celebrations are limited, but their morale is high. On the 26th of January, Jawans of the Border Security Force will hoist the tricolour near the line of control and remember those who have fallen in the line of duty.
राष्ट्रीय सैल्यूट,
जैसे नेशनल फेस्टिवल आते हैं हम ऐसे ऐसे और बॉर्डर की सिक्योरिटी बढ़ जाती है, जिस पर हम लोग एक्स्ट्रा ड्यूटी करते हैं और ज़्यादा हम चौकन्ना रहते हैं। उसके लिए हमको ड्यूटी के लिए पेट्रोलिंग नाका करना पड़ता है। देश खुश रहें और खूब धूमधाम से गणतंत्र दिवस मनाएं और अपने आपस में मिठाइयाँ वगैरह बांटें। बच्चे सब मिलजुल के, बड़े बूढ़े जितने भी हैं जो जहाँ पर हैं, बड़ी धूमधाम से गणतंत्र दिवस मनाएं। और यहाँ पर सीमा पर हम लोग बॉर्डर की सुरक्षा करने के लिए, घुसपैठियों को रोकने के लिए यहाँ पर खड़े हैं। आप निश्चिंत होके गणतंत्र दिवस मनाइए।
Their vigil needs to be especially high on days like the Republic Day. And these soldiers will take no chances when it comes to guarding the nation's borders.
Bharat Mata ki Jai! Bharat Mata ki Jai! Bharat Mata ki Jai!
We are at the line of control. This is the eve of Republic Day and the Jawans are usually on their patrol. They don't get time to celebrate the Republic Day when the entire nation is gripped in celebrations, but they are on their regular patrol wearing these special white jackets which help them keep the warm temperature inside. Almost their barracks have been covered by a blanket of snow. They are on their regular patrols on the fences because this is the time when the infiltration takes place on the line of control. But their will and the determination to serve the nation has kept them going on the line of control. Many of them say that their celebration and their happiness is with the nation celebrating the Republic Day. From line of control with camera person Ferozi Shanwani for Wion, World is One.